are gonna start.
Parents, if they can, now hire a consultant.
This is gonna be hard.
But there are a lot of other
Even hard.
the process of getting your child into college. It is no longer
Got it. Got him.
Colleges will not fully explain what the basis is for their admissions. That's kind of what is at the heart of this lawsuit against Harvard about the Asian Americans.
I just want
There's
live.
a wide array of criteria.
Wrong one.
And so
Still the
parents
same
are out
one.
there trying to figure out what should I do with my
Aiden.
children to make them fit into whatever these universities are looking
Aiden.
for. And it could be the fact that they have to do a lot of work in the summer doing pro-social projects in places like
Right,
building
there.
houses
I just
in
want live.
Guatemala and that sort of thing. Studying, doing well on the SATs.
But that, there's nothing really wrong
here's
with
the
that
point.
diversity
They
in terms
think,
of
as
application.
Kate was suggesting, it is a rigged system.
Aiden.
It is a racket. And then
Aiden,
therefore
I just want
you
live.
have to figure out how to game the system. And once you
Been a
step
minute
across
since I've
that
been
line,
live.
the norms, standards, and traditions that normally apply to a process like this simply fall away.
Such as merit.
Right, and I think just to follow up on what Dana said, when you move away from a meritocratic process, from using grades and test scores and class rank, you open yourself up to this sort of thing. Admissions officers become susceptible to bribes and corruption. I think it's inevitable at some sense, and that is what we unfortunately see happening.
But a lot of people
Guys,
feel
going
the
away.
merit system isn't fair because the tests aren't fair. And do you agree with that? Does this show that the
No,
tests...
not yet.
They're not.
Don't they have to search up like Fortnite live
Perfectly
streams
fair,
and
no,
it'll
but
pop
we do
up?
know, and studies have shown that things like the SAT, tests like the SAT, do a decent job of predicting whether a child will in
Fortnite
fact
live
make
stream?
it through college. So they have a very good track record in that sense.
What about the universities, Kate, here? Are they the victims here, as some of them are saying, or are they at least aiding and abetting in some, not in a legal sense,
will
but
next
just in the
week.
way they go about their business?
Sure. I mean,
There is
the
a tap.
indictments basically say the colleges are victims of honest services fraud, which sort of reminds us of the NCAA scandal.
What do you have?
But you kind of wonder how accurate that is, not, as you said, not on a legal basis.
I'm
But
coming.
basically, if they did
Sam?
not commit crimes, and I don't think anyone's accusing them of that, did they create a culture that allowed this to thrive, like Jason mentioned?
Alright, don't worry, I'll
and
save
did
your-
they
save your
not
little
do
book.
enough due diligence into the admission slots that their athletic coaches were just meeting out, apparently without much oversight? These are the kind
Very
of questions
good.
that I think make
Here's our
the
vending machine down here. I'm
colleges,
just gonna take these
not
minis.
look like the innocent victims they're claiming to be.
What about the larger political
I need to drink
significance of
this.
This is, as I think Kate said, this is resonating with the public in a way a lot of these prosecutions don't. What about where's this going to go politically?
I'm not sure it's going to
What?
go too much of
He had
that.
double
The
pump.
federal
He
government
double
doesn't
pumped
have a
me.
big role,
I
though, in
think.
the education Title IX, they've affected things like sexual abuse on campuses.
I needed that extra mini.
Federal money. That is in some ways the part of the problem here. All of these universities virtually are taking federal money now, and so they feel they have to comply with the federal government's goals on things like diversity. Diversity then got very complicated. It included not only ethnicity, it started to go over to things like gender. Gender itself has become subdivided, and it has become a kind of morass. And that is why you end up with people thinking the only way they can succeed is if they break the rules to get their kids into these colleges.
All right, thank you, Dan. When we come back, Beto O'Rourke jumps in what the former Texas congressman brings to an already
Ready up.
crowded Democratic presidential field.
The Journal Editorial Report is brought to you by Pacific Life, protecting generations of families for more than 150 years. That's the power of Pacific. When you retire, will you act or feel different? Or will you just be you, without the constraints of a full-time job? You can grow your retirement savings with Pacific Life.
Aiden,
The future
ready
is
up.
meaningful to you. Which means you can retire without retiring from life. Having the flexibility to retire on your terms, that's the power of Pacific. Ask your financial professional about Pacific Life today.
As the one who's always trapped beneath the duvet, I'm begging you, take GasX. Your tossing and turning isn't restlessness, it's gas. GasX relieves pressure, bloating, and discomfort fast, so we can all sleep easier tonight.
Arby's 2 for $5 crispy and Cajun fish sandwiches feature fillets of Alaskan pollock that are a little too big for the bun. This was not a mistake. You're welcome.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Introducing Nutrisystem Spring Sale. Save 50%. Yes, 50%.
It's your favorite foods made healthier, perfectly balanced to put your body in fat-burning mode. Lose up to 13 pounds and 7 inches overall in your first month.
I'm Marie and I lost 50 pounds with Nutrisystem.
I lost 60 pounds with Nutrisystem.
I lost 41 pounds on Nutrisystem.
Count, measure, meetings, not with Nutrisystem.
Order your 28-day plan right now. You'll get specially designed meals.
The food comes right to your door and it tastes great. You get the right foods in the right portions, so you'll learn how to keep the weight off.
Plus 1 week of all new Fresh Start shakes with probiotics to shrink your belly free.
And there's even a money-back guarantee.
For a limited time, save 50% off every program.
It's the biggest sale of the season. Call or go online right now.
Go online or call 877-920-TRIM right now to save 50% plus get probiotic shakes free.
The all-new Sandals Montego Bay, Jamaica's newest and hottest resort. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
Ever since I started spreading the word about Super Crispy grown in Idaho frozen fries on TV, I've become kind of a celebrity. Got 100% real Idaho potatoes. They bake up crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Look. Uh-oh. Looks like a fit spot.
Can we get a picture?
Sure.
Make sure you get the whole back of the shot.
Try grown in Idaho crispy puffs, too.
You would have died.
Crispy.
Yeah, you were really low.
After weeks of speculation, Beto O'Rourke made it official Thursday, jumping into the already crowded Democratic presidential field. The former three-term Texas
Oh, they were
congressman
just a
narrowly
guy on the
lost his
street.
Senate challenge to Ted Cruz in
He left.
2018, wasting no time
Yeah.
getting behind a top
Because they just
progressive
saw him.
priority.
Some will criticize
I want people
the
to
Green New
stream
Deal
snipe
for
me.
being too bold or being unmanageable. I tell you what,
My
I
next
haven't
stream
seen
I'm gonna
anything
do
better that addresses
probably
this
today,
singular
which,
crisis that we face, a crisis that
probably
could, at its
after a
worst,
couple
lead
matches
to
we play,
extinction.
I'm gonna end that and
We're
start
back
a
with Jason Riley, Dan Henninger, and Wall
Just
Street
Fortnite
Journal
live
editorial
stream.
board member Alicia Finley. So Alicia, what's Beto's selling point for Democrats?
Well, he brings
Exactly,
this
Fortnite
populist
and then live stream.
aspirational style. He's very uplifting, optimistic.
Yeah.
He's young. I mean, he's 46 years old, one of the younger candidates to declare, perhaps the youngest. He's also a political cipher, so it's very difficult to pin him down, which in a general election will be an advantage.
But so the fact is, he's not really committed to a lot of specific policies. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. Even if you listen just to that clip, he really hasn't endorsed the Green New Deal. He just basically said, "Well, I haven't seen anything better." Yeah.
There's
Okay,
people
so,
here.
but is it so it's a charisma? It's a
Yeah, he's very telegenic.
I'm hiding right now?
He reminds people a little bit of Barack Obama. It's that comparison has
Are
been
you on
made
it?
before. He's also been compared to JFK.
It's us too. It's us
Carter,
too.
Bill Clinton. He's very bright and.
What do you mean? You can't.
he is kind of a,
I have delay on my stream.
Appeals to the heart, to the guts.
and contrast to
Just
what
join it. Just join my stream.
Who else is running?
Democrats love to fall in love with their candidates.
They do, but Alicia's right. I think he's got an attractive optimism to him, and you contrast that
Join
with the
it.
sort of dour, angry rhetoric of people like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. And you can
Ada,
see
join.
he's also a great fundraiser. He's a master of social media. I mean, he does have a thin.
Hey, there's a
resume,
picture of me
but I
and
think he
you
has
for the thumbnail.
Is there an idea in there somewhere?
Well, I think he's like himself as more of a pragmatist.
Or just in the lobby.
He hasn't really endorsed the Green Deal. He
Like
hasn't called for
the-
packing
not the
the
game
poor.
lobby,
He says he's
the
a capitalist.
So the idea
real
is
lobby.
Beto.
Home
I'm
lobby.
not being cynical. I mean, is that what he's selling? He's selling Beto, the aura of Beto.
the Ora Beto, and the Ora Beto, which includes having, which I think kind of relates to the demographic that he's appealing to. One way or another, there are a lot of people out there,
Did you
especially
join
in the
yet?
Democratic Party, who mainly want their candidates to have their heart in the right place. They want to feel good about their ideas, whether they actually want
Did
to
you know?
accomplish anything or not. That's actually a good question.
So sentiment, I
Are
like
you
to
even
continue to
near
hear
it?
because it's the best thing I've heard. That
He
works.
makes me feel good about feeling good about everything.
I'm gonna come out there and
Also
check if I
not
can
sure
see
he
it for
isn't
you.
running for vice president, Paul. I could see maybe a Biden O'Rourke ticket if, of course, the identity politics obsessed left would let them get away with it. But they could do a lot worse than a ticket like that.
Well, what about the ability of somebody with that sort of amorphous idealism, Alicia, to hold up against a lot of harder-edged politicians who are going to be saying, wait a minute, are you really endorsing the Green New Deal and this specific policy and that specific policy? You say you're a capitalist, but what does that mean? Are you for higher taxes or not? That sort of thing.
I think that's right. And while in the House minority for 6 years, he really didn't have to take a position on many things. He came out in one case against President Obama's DAPA, which was basically providing work permits to 5 million undocumented immigrants. I mean, he basically criticized the means and
The fact that he did it through executive order,
exactly,
not the policy
in itself. And I think he's going to be pressed on that. And do you still believe this? Or are you still against this? These things that you had done or said in the past?
So he could be smoked out in a way during the, basically, if he does, he's going to have to commit to something.
I mean, he's been pretty adroit in managing and negotiating around these issues, but on a stage with 7 or 8, in a debate, I think they're going to press him on it.
The other thing I would say, Dan, is electability.
Yeah.
And he's basically saying, implicitly, I can put Texas in play. He said that explicitly, but also I can beat Trump.
Yeah, and let's talk about electability in terms of the history of the Democrats running for the presidency. Whenever they've run a candidate from the left, George McGovern, Michael Dukakis, Walter Mondale, they have lost. And when they won was when they nominated a Southern governor nobody knew much about at the time, Jimmy Carter or Bill Clinton. And then they ran a more centrist candidate and they won. Today's Democrats say everything's changed, we can run to the left, we can win by running on these progressive policies. The open question is that true? And is Beto O'Rourke and let's say Joe Biden going to try to figure out a way to thread the needle between the leftward drift of the Democratic Party and the reality of the American electorate?
And what do you think?
I think that if they run to the left, they will lose again. I think most voters are uncomfortable with it. I think Donald Trump couldn't be happier if they were to nominate a left-wing candidate.
Quickly, Jason, is Beto on the top tier?
Yes, oh yes. I think based on his fundraising and his ability to generate excitement, yes, definitely.
Okay, when we come back, Boeing's woes grow. The FAA grounds its 737 MAX jets, and the company suspends new deliveries after the second deadly crash in 5 months.
Naysayers said no one would subscribe to a car the way they subscribe to movies. We don't follow the naysayers.
All money managers might seem the same, but some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to your goals and needs. Some only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls regularly, so you stay informed. And while some advisors are happy to earn commissions whether you do well or not, Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when you do better. Maybe that's why most of our clients come from other money managers. Fisher Investments, clearly better money management.
If you feel like you spend too much time in the bathroom with recurring constipation and belly pain, talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Yes, Linzess treats adults with IBS with constipation or chronic constipation. Linzess can help relieve your belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Linzess is not a laxative. It works differently to help you get ahead of your recurring constipation and belly pain. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. So say yes to help for recurring constipation. Yes to help for belly pain. Talk to your doctor and say yes, Linzess.
Conventional wisdom says you can't make a 400 horsepower sedan. It's also environmentally conscious. We don't follow conventional wisdom.
The Let's Agenda and the impact on our kids.
We have to explain what's wrong with that kid.
Bill Bennett and Mark break down the fight ahead tonight on Life with Neil Bennett.
Every week on WGN America. Get your favorite Last Man Standing episodes 3 nights a week. Wow. Jokes. Last Man Wednesdays. This is gonna be great. Last Man Thursdays. Like Martha Stewart.
Alright, stream, I'm back, guys. Sorry about